Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Break the Record Live, featuring Dark Souls Remastered. I am Argig. I'm going to be taking you through as the host for the next 2 hours of the event here. This is day 3. This is the final day of the event here. We are seeing our runners here at the moment. We have got 6 out of the 7 runners all trying to get through, trying to improve their leaderboard times to either break the world record or set a new PB and try to get themselves a share of a fantastic $5,000 prize pool here that has been given to us by the event sponsor, Kaspersky. Big thank you to them, and a big thank you to Twitch as well for helping us put on the event here. Joining me in commentary right now, we have 2 Speedsouls community members here. We have Alibaba and we have Regal. How are you both doing?
I'm doing just great, Argic. How about you?
I'm grand. I'm looking forward to this here.
What about you, Alibaba?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good myself.
Nice. So we just witnessed there. You just caught the tail end of Mintius getting in the Gwendolyn fight there, having a much better Gwendolyn fight there, getting a couple of arrow volleys and then just one spell, but manages to get around that, going from 53 seconds behind to a minute and 24 ahead. So this is a very big PB coming up here if he can close out this run. What has he got left to do?
He just has the RTSR set up and then the parry on Gwen. And then, of course, once you get the parry, you just press the R1 button and he dies. But if he doesn't get the RTSR set up here, it'd be a little trickier, but he's good. He's good.
Yeah. So the big adjust knight is pretty much the last major obstacle, I suppose, before Gwen.
And then the parry. Yeah, it's definitely not like a guarantee that you're not going to die in the kiln, but it's pretty rare.
We've only seen it once this event, thankfully.
Really?
Yeah.
Died in the kiln.
Sorry, not in the kiln. Sorry, in the Gwyn fight. Yeah, we haven't seen any kiln deaths, I believe.
Yeah.
Only one incident in the Gwyn fight, I believe. Could be wrong on that one, but we'll see. No curses here. We want Mintius to finish this one off. We want to see a good PB coming out for Mintius.
I've definitely lost PBs in the kiln. It does not feel good. I even lost a record to Gwen Parry before. It's not a good feeling.
Definitely not. Just a quick update as well. We are looking to try and get Iron Boy's time fixed on the leaderboard. He's changed routes, which has changed to split files, which is why his time is currently different. But I believe it was a 1:07:52 that he had.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So coming up to the end here. There we go.
So Mintius will solidify his position in 6th, but won't jump ahead of Iron Boy.
Not yet, but if he can get a clean run there, because that is finishing a 1:08:29, upgrading his event PB there. Still needs to save around another probably 34-35 seconds to try and take over that 5th place spot for Iron Boy, but we can see plenty of time still available. We're around halfway through the event at the moment. We do have, of course, once we get up to that 1 p.m. mark, 1 a.m. mark, Central European time, that is when the runners are not allowed to reset and must do their final run. If the run dies after that time period, that is it. The run is done. But just before we go on to some of the other runs here, we'll stick on Iron Boy at the moment. For those of you not aware of what Break the Record Live is right now, Break the Record Live is a 3-day speedrunning event that showcases exactly what the speedrunning process is. We have 7 of these runners who have qualified in the All Bosses category to be here for this event to basically speedrun for as long as they can, trying to get these really good times, basically putting everything that they can into improving their own PBs and potentially trying to break the world record. We already saw that with Catalyst yesterday, setting the new world record of a 1:02:30. But after the interview there, saying that he definitely wants to come back and try and improve that even more.
There's definitely potential to improve that.
Oh, definitely. And we have Old School, Danflesh, and Nax as well. Like, they all have the potential to get down into those 102 ranges as well. So Catalyst is definitely not safe in that regard.
Yeah, Old School had a 102 today. Before he went offline.
The magic gargoyles is pretty interesting.
I know, it's super nice, super comfy though.
Yeah. I wonder how much time he's giving up by doing that. I'm not really sure, but it definitely looks comfy. And also, you get the soul mask for the Balder Knight as well, so that's pretty cool.
It's going to be interesting. Like, it's interesting that at this late stage of the game, Iron Boy has opted to change route on us.
Yeah,
Like,
it is
that's really,
interesting.
really interesting. Like, what I wonder what his thought process is on that one. Like, does he feel like he can get a better time by taking an alternative route here?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much slower like this route that he's running is, but it's most likely possible for him to beat his current PB with this route. I'm sure it's not like 5 minutes slower. So maybe he just wants to get even a little more consistency because he feels more comfortable with this particular route than what he was running.
Yeah, he was able to get some really consistent runs going with this before.
Of this particular route?
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, it is. It's nice to not have the extra bit of reset potential by having gargoyles later. So just that little bit of consistency that you get by putting that segment later on in the run probably helps out quite a bit to get runs going.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not the only thing. Like, there's still plenty of other ways that you can reset, but just anything could help to try to get those runs up to ONS, which is really what you want to do, because like ONS is such a huge problem in this route for how random they can be. You really just want to get runs to them as often as possible. So it's understandable for him to try to move that gargoyle segment slightly later.
Yeah, it gives him more attempts to get to ONS quicker as well, doesn't it?
Right.
And then just allows him to try and get through that wall. Nax there, unfortunately, you might have just noticed he got Hellkite. Hellkite says nope, no passing for him. So back to the asylum there.
Too bad you can't put Hellkite later on in the run.
No, you're kind of stuck there. He is perched there. You gotta wait. You gotta get past him. So
and it's just such a huge time. Like there's obviously ways that you could get past them safely, but it's just not worth it because of how much time you lose trying to do safety strats on him.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Unfortunate, because like in other Dark Souls routes that go past Hellkite, you usually have a bow that you will buy from the merchant. Or you'll start Hunter and pick up the bow in the asylum. But like in Prepare to Die Edition, you always want a bow for the move swap glitch. So you just happen to be able to shoot the Hellkite down and get past him safely that way. But since it takes so much time to get a bow, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I like Iron Boy here. Casual duping of the souls, just waiting for the butterfly to come down.
That is something you can do. I think like the previous route before the Silver Knight Archer skip route actually did dupe that butterfly.
Yeah, I think it did actually.
Yeah,
it's
a good time.
Yeah,
you're not doing anything else.
So you come into a boss room. Boss room is sitting here, like as like big dramatic music starts playing. The boss's health bar is under there. And you're just like, nah, I'm just casually dipping souls, mate. Like, don't worry about it.
Well, it's like in routes where you have two kings that you have to fight that you can't get one king. Waiting for the second king to spawn, it takes forever. So you just sit there and like casually like dupe souls or whatever in between. It's definitely always a good time. Anytime you have downtime, it's like, what can I do with this downtime? What can I do with this resource of time that I'm not even doing anything? But you don't always need to do something during it. But whenever you can get something out of it, it's a good idea.
Yeah, anything that prevent, like if you're standing waiting, like on the elevators is where you see most of the dupes. So it's a good way is like if the game is forcing downtime upon you, then just make full advantage of it.
Ooh, Iron Boy not getting the RTSR set up. I think there should be a backup he can do here. Oh, he missed the plunge as well. He can do probably a backup where he blocks a Hydra head with his target shield, and that would probably put him in RTSR range. So let's see how he handles this.
I think he's opting for without it, actually.
It might be only one extra soul spear or something. Maybe two.
Okay, it
Oh,
was just one extra.
Yeah, it's just one extra, so that's not even that big of a deal.
Not sure how the golden golem's going to be though.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. The golden golems have really high magic resistance, which isn't like as big of a deal when you have RTSR because you're just doing such massive damage. You can still two-shot it, but without RTSR, this might be kind of a problem.
Oh, we'll find out. He's doing the quit out there just to get back in to respawn the golem there. Oh yeah, that's two
way
spears,
less
not enough.
damage.
Look at that. It's gonna have to be what, 4, maybe even 5 spears. Yeah.
And he's gonna have a problem. Oh, didn't have enough. He's gonna have a problem trying to protect Dusk as well when he goes to the shoreline over here. I think he'll still be able to one-shot these golems though over here, because they're much less tanky than the golden golem.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he should be able to though.
Yeah. Like, there's just a risk that these golems will attack you or Dusk while you're trying to talk to her. So you kind of want to summon her, clear out the golems that are on their way, and then go talk to her. Because you have a little bit of downtime in between her actually being summoned. You can take care of these golems for safety.
Well, we'll see what happens. He's about to go up to the summon sign there. Let's hope these golems behave themselves.
Bad summon sign RNG.
Not quite able to kill it in one homing soul mass. Oh dear.
Yeah, this is pretty scary.
Opting just to leave the second one, just like, that's it. I'm just going to talk and then get out of dodge. Like, goodbye.
Okay, not too bad there.
It worked out though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can see like the problem caused by not getting that RTSR set up.
Well, it's a significant amount of damage, right? It's like it's a 50% damage boost. So
it ends up being about 100%.
It's still a significant amount of damage.
Yeah.
So while we get Iron Boy heading towards C tier, going to be doing I believe it's Golden Gate skip.
Golden Fog Gate skip. GFGS for short.
You love your acronyms in that one. That's one thing I've noticed here. Golden Fog Gate skip. On the other side here, we are going to go and take a quick look over at Danflesh, because Danflesh is currently up in the rafters.
Yeah.
Which means once you pass the Painting Guardians here, we are going to be heading back into ONS for the umpteenth time for these runners here. And this is the thing. This is where stats get very interesting, because Dan is coming through to his 65th run. This is run number 65 for the event for Dan here. He has finished 2.
Yeah,
Two of them have finished.
Yeah, he's had quite a tough time getting runs going today.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of these things that all the runners have having. Like, we'll go over how many attempted runs they've done, but always when it comes down to that final day, you just see just how much grinding has came through. Like, this data is very, very interesting to look at. It's like, imagine being like, how many attempts did you today? Oh, I did 64. Like, what? It's like, over 3 days. That's a lot of grinding for speedrunners to try and do.
I think both of his completed runs were from day 1 as well.
It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. But doing the run through right now, you can see the death cam there, the lovely blue trail from Fall Control. But I will see if he can get himself set up with the red Tearstone ring buff, and then into Ornstein and Smo, and praying for good RNG, for good luck, a good pattern on the bosses here. Please behave yourself. Like, Dan's been getting some really terrible fights, unfortunately.
Yeah. I love how visually impressive the skip is, honestly.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Although it can kind of lag your game with all the particle effects.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he's done his save and quit. He's coming back in here. Going to be setting up for the red Tearstone ring.
It looks like Mintius is offline. I wonder if he's done for the day.
We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he may come back and try. But I mean, finishing on a PB, you can't complain about that. Like, he did finish on a PB. Don't get that arrow, please.
Oh my gosh, Dan.
This is the case of I'm rolling and not jumping.
Okay. A little bit of a time loss there, but
To be fair to Mintius, though, it is really, really, really early for him in the morning.
Yeah, it is.
Over in Japan, time zones are a thing. So again, it is a good job from him, you know, like ending on that PB. If this is the time he ends at, then you've got to be quite impressed.
Oh.
Yeah, the hitbox for that gets you really early when you're that close.
Mhm.
Classic.
So that's an unfortunate reset for Dan there. Back to the beginning of the run. Having a look at the rest of our runners right now, Nax is coming through towards the Gargoyles. We've got Catalyst coming in. He's in Sens at the moment. So let's have a look at Catalyst right now. Just managing to get the through the wall in Sens Fortress. Going to go past by Bob. Bob, be nice to us. And then going to see Iron Golem. And of course, back to ONS again.
Yeah, not the best start for Kata, but he can still make something out of this.
Oh, definitely. Like staying at this point, like so this is a question I'll pose to both of you as well. I asked this to our other casters earlier today. When it comes to this final day here, how would you handle runs and resets? Like, would you have a limit? Would you put out as many resets as you can? Are you looking for perfection? Rigo, we'll start with you. What would you do if you were in this position?
I would be very willing to reset. As soon as if my run starts getting away from me, my best possible time is starting to go up. You know, you're definitely going to be looking at resetting, even though you might not do that like normally on your like own personal stream. For this particular event, and you only have so much time remaining, so I would definitely be looking more towards resetting side once the run starts to get out from underneath me. Like Kata right here is still definitely within the realm of PBing, so I don't think he's quite ready to do that. But if he gets a really bad ONS fight, I think even if he kills them, you might see him just immediately reset and try to go again.
Yeah, no, definitely. What about you, Alibaba? What would you do?
I think personally, I would just try to go for any PB that I could. Especially like if it was late in the day. Like early on, I would have no problem with doing, you know, loads of resets. But I think once the time starts getting away, you just have to go for whatever you can get, I would say.
Yeah, so both a similar idea here. Like once you're like plus 30, maybe plus 40, and you don't have that time to save back, it's like, right, nope, time to kill it. We'll go in again. Because that's the thing here. Like the stress must be mounting for these runners. You know, like you're getting to that point. It is you have basically 4 hours 40 minutes now to try and get that run going. At the end of that 4 hours 40 minutes, you have one final attempt. Yeah, you get that one last no reset.
So I wouldn't want to, if like the run already starts to get out from underneath me, like, you know, like a bad ONS fight. Do you want to spend like another 40 minutes like on finishing a run that is like very, very unlikely to PB? I personally wouldn't. I would just go ahead and reset.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either, to be fair.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be the same. Like if I knew I didn't have like a later time save, like Mintius had there. Like everybody might be watching. Mintius is 50 seconds behind. Why is he continuing with this run here? It's like, well, he died in Gwendolyn. He had like a 2-minute time save in Gwendolyn. And then that paid off for him. He got an absolutely superb Gwendolyn fight. Ended up getting like a 1-minute 24-second PB out of it. So when you have that type of time save, it's like, yeah, you could pull it off. But if you're at Catalyst's level here where you know you don't have that, it's like, no, definitely. Right. It's like you will be resetting here.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the runner and how much time they have to save.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens here. Coming up to the rafters again. Very deadly area here. We have the Painting Guardians. We don't want to see any shenanigans with the throwing knives or with the with any vacuum backstabs, please. It's like, no, just you stay away. And down the hole. Do you know what? That right there, that is what you want to see. A Painting Guardian jumping off the edge.
Right,
like,
they actually do that quite often. It is pretty common to see them doing that. It's a bad stored rule, but
it's even more spooky because he doesn't heal beforehand as well.
Yeah, I think that with this HP, you actually can tank 1 dagger. But I'm not totally sure. I think he can tank 1 though. But still, like, you don't want to take one because then you have to heal because I don't think you'll have enough HP to make the landing on the jump. So it's definitely slow, but I don't think it would kill you.
Mm-hmm. Well, just while we're waiting for Catalyst here to head towards the boss fight, we do see Osku there getting through Hellkite. So no fire bath this time. Drake being very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
And,
a good
we'll
tourist time for Olsku as well.
In the green. In the green. That's what we want to see. We want to see these runners in the green at the moment and try and hold that for as long as they can.
Yeah, a little easier for Olsku to be in the green now that he got a new set of splits. His previous set was insane.
Yeah. Like 1706 ONS is like insane.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I was watching him do that run when he did it the other day. It was heartbreaking to see the Capra Demon infinite fall because that would have been like what, a 102.20.
Definitely. Like you're sitting watching it and then managing to pull out the record from that as well, but it's like that time save was there and you're like but no, it's those moments. Like there are many times where it's like just something small gets you and it can just blow up into a 20-30 second time loss.
That's
just something
Dark
so
Souls.
minor.
That's Dark Souls speedrunning though in a nutshell. Like the most minor of mistakes can just cost the entire run.
Yeah, well, let's find out. Coming into the fight once again, Ornstein, be a good boy. Schmo, stay back, please.
All right. Jog opening.
And we got a bouncy boy.
Ornstein. Ornstein. Really weird Ornstein, but not too bad.
That was really finicky though, yeah.
And then we got the walkie boy. He's just moving along there, preparing for the shovel just in case. Yep, manages the shovel. Use the pillar to his advantage there. This is
nice.
Very,
this is
very
really
smooth.
good smoke. Good smoke. Oh,
that last free cast. Wait, how did that one not hit? The first one I can understand it veered off, but that second one went right through him.
I think it was because Smoke can get some iframes when he backsteps. That's probably what happened.
Still
Ornstein.
A very decent fight there.
Ornstein took the first hit and then backstepped out of the stagger on the second hit, and then he canceled his charge into his jump attack. Like, that was such a scary Ornstein, but it ended up working out okay.
Yeah, we'll see where Catalyst ends up when he splits for this one here.
It's gonna be a little bit behind.
Yeah, you can see the timer counting down there.
Nice.
Still actually saving a couple of time there. Yeah, saving 2 seconds out of it.
He is insanely consistent at that dupe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not the hardest trick to do, but doing it like quickly without making a mistake on it every time is a bit challenging.
Well, that's where his experience comes in from running the game, right? It's like you start to build up that. I mean, I don't want to say it's muscle memory for a trick like that, but it's like you get that. You just kind of get the feel on how to pull it off.
Yeah, well, menuing in general in this game is something that you just get better at with experience. So even though Kata is usually a Prepare to Die edition runner, and that dupe you don't do in Prepare to Die edition, but he's just familiar with Dark Souls menuing, like in general. So over like the course of like a month or two of him running this category, he's gotten pretty good at it. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's now running back to go and take out Stray Demon here. Nax is just managing to climb through Sen's Fortress here.
Nax failed the quit out on the Logan wall break, but got good Snake RNG, so he's not going to lose a whole lot of time.
Yeah, Snake immediately coming through, which is exactly what you want to see. If you don't get your main strat the first time, you want that quick backup if you can. Yeah. Iron Boy right now is at Calamite. Having fun trying to take out the dragon there.
I'm gonna see his best possible. See, Iron Boy's best possible is 108.07, so I'm guessing he probably still has a lot of golds that he can get on these splits.
On these splits, definitely. And that's like one of the things that's going to be very interesting to see if he can get closer to Nax with this route. And we have to see if that is something that he can pull out here.
Yeah, I'm interested also to see if Nax can catch up to Dan.
These
He should be able to.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely capable, but just it's a matter of getting that run finished.
I think that's where all 4 top runners are right now. Like Catalyst, Osku, Dan, and Nax. They all have the same problem here, is that they are getting stupidly good runs at times, like where they are like 30 to 40 seconds ahead coming into that late game, and then just something in the late game catches them off guard. And it's like, well, that's that run gone now. Like we saw Nax getting the Firestorm, which was really, really unfortunate.
Yeah.
We've seen
There's been a lot of firestorms.
There have. Like we've seen Catalyst get through to like areas in the DLC, and then the DLC just saying, nope, this run ends here. And then of course, as you mentioned as well, like you have that issue going down into the depths, into Gaping Dragon, and just missing those jumps as well. So plenty of things, even after towards the end of the run, can result in just minutes being lost, and at worst, just losing the run entirely.
Well, Kata is in the green now. He had a pretty good story segment, about 2 off his gold.
It's actually his biggest time save, right?
Really? Okay. I'm not sure.
Quick look at his splits. Let's have a look through that, actually. Catalyst coming through. Looking through his next couple of splits here. Yeah,
he has a big one on Calamite, but that's like all RNG.
Yeah, that's if Calamite decides to fly around the mountain or not, really.
He has a big one on Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that's really it. Yeah, so Calamite and Gwendolyn, depending on if he can keep the pace that he's on right now. He's got a couple of seconds in both Bed of Chaos and Gwyn as well, but rather than those fights there, I think that's going to just be like more navigating to the bosses rather than the bosses themselves.
I think he lost a little bit of time on Bed of Chaos just because of the Firestorm. Like, if you get Firestormed and you're trying to like dodge the jets coming up out of the ground, you're definitely going to lose time to that. And I think that's a big part of what that time loss was. And Gwyn, he just didn't get the RTSR set up.
Yeah, he had to do the 3-shot on that one, so he was losing a little bit more time. Still made the fight look absolutely smooth, though, which was always good.
It's nice because Gwyn has this, I don't know, some piece of like AI coding in him to where when you shoot him with projectiles, he likes to jump around. So you'll parry him, shoot him twice, and then he jumps, and then you do a 3rd shot. But sometimes he doesn't jump, and it gets a little scary.
Yeah.
But usually it's just not a big deal to have to do the 3-shot. It's just a little bit of a time loss.
What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at Iron Boy, because Iron Boy just managing to defeat Manus there. And coming up to the aptly named One King question mark on his list there. Iron Boy's not really been having a good time trying to get these One Kings. So hopefully we'll see him able to pull it off in this run. Like right now, we know it's new splits and all, but still being 2 minutes and 45 seconds ahead of him is very nice.
His gold on this segment is 20 seconds slower than Kata's, for example. So I don't think he has a good One King gold yet.
Oh no, he's never been able to get the One Kings. He's always just shy of getting it. And you always see him going for that second king. Gets the second king easily every time, and has been getting amazing gold splits doing 2 king. But that just means he's got a significant amount of time save when he does finally land that one king.
He's been optimizing his 2 kings golds for sure, but not quite breaking through.
Definitely not. Now, also Nax as well. If you keep an eye on Nax's screen too, he is coming up to Ornstein and Smo. So we'll see. We're getting both of these runners coming up to very significant time saves for each runner here. Nax on ONS, and then Iron Boy just jumping down right now, doing the save and quit to bypass lowering the war, basically. Skipping a lot of the...
seal skip is what we refer to it as. It skips opening the seal, which is what lowers the water.
Yeah, it saves like 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, and doing it with fall control is a whole lot easier than doing it without. But you don't technically need fall control to do it.
Yeah, there's a slope quit out you can do without fall control for this.
So Nax right now getting a bouncy boy.
Yeah, he's just one. Oh my God, Ornstein. It's like canceling his charge. Okay, there you go, Nax. All right, Iron Boy. Oh, he's getting the magic throw.
No,
That's
magic
bad.
sword. That's very bad.
Yeah, this could be bad.
Yeah, he's not in position for this, I
Yeah.
don't think. No.
Yeah, you can strong magic shield that projectile, but maybe
Needs
he
to leg
hasn't
it.
practiced that.
Yeah, needs to leg it to where the second king is going to spawn. You see the item he dropped just to mark that.
Mhm.
And then the magic is gone. Keeping an eye on that magic as well. You want to make sure you're nowhere near that. But that's another 2 king there.
He's laughing
He's
about it.
smiling. He knows what happened. He knows what he needs to do there. Just maybe one day he'll get that 1 king, you know? Maybe one day he'll get that 1 king, but not at the moment, unfortunately.
Looks like Nax might be slightly green. He did lose time on that golem segment, like I was expecting, because he didn't get the Logan wall break perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he's gonna be super far behind. Never mind. I misread the splits. Yeah. Yeah, he lost a good bit of time there then.
Well, not to put any of the jinxes on that we seemingly keep doing, but we've got Olsku setting up for Ornstein as well, getting the skip right now. Fall controls enabled, using the meme rolls to activate the death cam and get down there to run all the way up. So we will be taking a look at Olsku in a moment as well. We do have Iron Boy, though, of course, heading towards Capra. We got this Capra Demon and Gaping Demon area coming up now.
Kata's on a decent run as well.
Yeah, we got good runs all going at the moment, and this is what we want to see. Like, this is these runners trying to come through for that final day, that final couple of hours, you know.
Definitely.
Oh, he fell.
No!
I don't know. I hope he didn't land out of bounds.
Should be okay.
Back on that
Okay.
rail, please. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Big jump and fall down there. Only thing that would make this part even better is if Capra was actually T-posing when you jumped out. Just like, I am a T-posing Capra. It's like, you haven't activated me yet.
There's definitely ways you can get some T-posing going on in Dark Souls, but
Oh, I have no doubt.
not that way.
Now we get to see his swag strats when he's out of bounds here.
Oh, can we
Indeed.
get back
Yeah,
on
we're gonna quickly go to old school right now because he is literally coming up to Ornstein. So let's see if he can, like, he's green right now, needs a good fight. Let's see if he's gonna get it. Looks like we are getting the dash. And then a missed spell there. Oh, that's getting into the wall. That's dangerous.
Well,
Hammer, please. Oh, yes. Move.
Oh,
The
that
hammer
was
swinging.
nice.
The hammer swinging before the
That
spell
was
is
nice.
released. Very
That was
well
pretty
done.
nice. Obviously not what you want, but he managed to get out of that pretty clean for how bad it started.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we got Shmo here shoveling away at the pillar there. Stuck behind the pillar deliberately. Very clean. Very clean. And onto the elevator. That should be fairly good. That's going to be like a low 17 there.
It'll be sub 1730, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. 1726 or something like that, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And just unfortunate timing on that one there. Iron Boy has managed to successfully get through Gaping Dragon there as well.
Nice.
But I'm seeing the rest of the runners right now. Nax coming through. I believe he's heading down towards Dusk now. Going to be aiming to set up for the DLC. We got Gentov also coming into Ornstein here. Like, all our runners seem to be getting there just like one after the other. Like, really close together. So we're getting all these fights that we want to see. And I know we tend to focus on this fight, but it's just because it's such a wall in the run. Like, this is where a run is pretty much guaranteed guaranteed to die. Like, if it's going to die somewhere, it's going to be to this fight, because these fights just it can get messy very quickly.
If not die to them, lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
And they'll really determine the pacing of your run, even if you get past them. They can just say yes or no to this being a good run or not. Like, look at Nax's like situation right now, where he was just right next to his PB time at Golem, but ONS just like this huge time loss that he got. Even though he's on a run, he's just making up a whole bunch of time because of ONS.
Yeah, they definitely are the biggest obstacle in this route.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we got Catalyst heading down to Seath. We got Iron Boy heading over. I think he's just on Stray. We know we got Old School here heading into Stray as well. Nax going down to Dusk and the Hydra. And Dan is in the process of doing the wall quit out there for Sen's Fortress. I
want to get on Kata after he gets to the Sif segment, because I want to see if he's going to lose time there.
Mm-hmm. We'll have a look at Kata just after he does Seath here. We are going to have a quick look at Gentov, of course. Gentov coming up, currently doing the skip here.
Oh yeah, we can watch Gentov do ONS.
We want to see how it goes. So Silver Knight Archer skip there. So you can see here, this is the problem that Gentov's having right now. That is a chunky time save that he has.
Yes.
Like, that is a 3-minute time save trying to get through this. This is what I want to see personally from Gentov. Like, I want to see Gentov be able to carry this time save that he has, because he has all this time save throughout the run, just can't close it out. I want to see him manage to close out a run and make it where all our runners are now under that 1 hour 10 barrier, because that would be an amazing way to finish the event.
He can definitely do it. Oh, backstepped a little too early there. So I saw Iron Boy using the Silver Knight Archer here as well, but Gentov is wisely backstepping through the arrow rather than just tanking it. So that eliminates the stagger of you getting knocked down. Oh, what happened to Kata?
I don't know.
Maybe he got a clam? I don't think I've seen anyone get a clam with the hidden body strat, though.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, no, he's... Oh, there we go. There's a fight coming in immediately here. Gets the stagger. Gets the kill. That's a quick kill. Oh,
nice.
Goes through the hammer.
Nice Gentov. That was sick.
All right, shovel.
I hope he doesn't run into a ghost hitbox here. Oh, well, he just rolled right into...
No, instead he gets the hammer instead.
So, Kata Dark Sign too early on Seath.
Oh, really? That's unfortunate.
And that's the second time that's happened in this run as well. I can't remember which runner it was, but one of the runners dark signed out of Sif too early.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's that fraction of a second too quickly. Like, you know you're on good pace. You're trying to save as much time as you can. And then, whoops. It's like,
Sif doesn't have a great visual cue for when to dark sign out either. Like, his body like kind of crumples downward, but it is definitely an easy boss to accidentally bone out too early on when you're trying to do it as optimally as you can.
Yeah. That's really, really unfortunate there. Not what you want to see. We're going to go and have a look at... we're going to have a look at Iron Boy right now. He's the furthest ahead in the current run here. He is 51 minutes in this run right now. Currently ahead. Just got a gold split as well. Currently going back down towards the Catacombs section. So coming down to Pinwheel and Nito. Still not seeing any Pinwheel deaths, thankfully. No, I don't believe anybody else has died to Pinwheel at this moment, but we still don't want to see it. Not at this late stage in the event. You definitely don't want to see them now.
Yeah, Pinwheel deaths happen, but they're pretty rare. Like, I would say the most rare boss to die to.
Mm-hmm. But he's already done Pinwheel. He's heading down the Tomb of the Giants here, navigating his way through. Going to be heading to Nito. So we're going to see if Nito... How many screams do we think Nito is going to give here?
At least one. I feel like I can never get a screamless fight.
Well, you're right. There's one. Immediately, the moment you get in the fight there, screen
Yeah.
running up super close, getting that dark bead right in there. And quick fight.
Yeah, he doesn't do it like every time, but it feels like he does it every time.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad when you're doing sorcery Nito fight. What's really frustrating is when you're doing melee Nito and he starts screaming, and because like with the sorcery fight, you can still approach Nito.
Yeah.
But with melee, you have to wait for him to come to you to get away from those big skeletons in the back. But if he's screaming, he's not approaching you, so it's like super frustrating. Like I think the most screams I ever had was like 7 or 8, just standing near like the beginning and waiting for him to come to you. It just makes you so mad. And he's usually near the end of the run too, so it's like even more frustrating.
I think
No, go ahead.
I think the most screams I've ever had is like 3 or 4, and I can tell you it's not a nice feeling at all when it happens.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. I think like the downside that we have here as well, like Dan just appears to have, he was literally about to be in ONS again, but I think maybe he rolled off the bridge again on the trying to do Silver Knight Archer skip. He has unfortunately lost that run, so he's now taking a small break at the moment. But we do have, of course, we have Iron Boy beginning his descent down into Izalith. But what we're going to do is we are going to set ourselves up as well for a quick ad break. We are going to do what Dan is doing. We're going to take a small 3-minute break right now. It's a good time while all these runners are trying to get these runs going at the moment. So again, a big shout out to our event sponsors here. We've got Kaspersky for providing the $5,000 prize pool, and Twitch as well for helping put on this event. Everybody get up, have a stretch your legs, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. We will be right back.